When the winners were announced and I saw their names were in there, I was, I guess, ecstatic.
Two students in the North Colony Central School District just won a nationwide science competition for coming up with a way to possibly create life on Mars.
If there isn't already, those two seniors started working on this project last summer and found out they won last week. They talked to News Channel 13's Tessa Bentulin about their award-winning project and how they came up with the idea.
Take a look at the project that won these two Shaker High School students a national award.
On the top, we just planted these. These are all different kinds of seeds over here. It's a mix.
Jackson Doolittle and Diego Luna beat out hundreds of applicants from across the country with this design, farming on space. How many hours did you guys put into this project?
Countless. I mean, I couldn't tell you an exact number, but it was a lot.
Jackson and Diego were one of 8 winners of the Your Place in Space Challenge from the U.S. Department of Education. The Shaker High seniors say they used a hydroponic system for their project. It's a technique to grow a wide variety of plants using a small amount of water. The teens say ideally this could produce food on Mars. A love for science sprouted when Diego and Jackson were kids.
I've always been building with Legos, going to robotics competitions and stuff.
The passion for science grew even more when they got the chance to be part of Shaker's engineering capstone program. The idea behind their award-winning space project actually came from a class project centered around plants. What was that feeling like, Diego, when you got to submit it and then you found out that you placed?
We, I believe, submitted in November, so it was definitely quite a long wait. I remember just sitting there in Spanish class, period 3, just constantly refreshing the page to figure out. And when when the winners were announced and I saw their names were in there, I was, I guess, ecstatic. That I literally asked my teacher in Spanish if I could step out of the room and tell Jackson.
I remember looking down at my phone and I was just like, I couldn't believe it. I didn't know if he was joking with me. It was just a complete shock. I was not expecting that at all.
Jackson and Diego give a special thanks to their technology education teacher, Kevin Smith, for this opportunity.
Sometimes you find a team that has kind of unique interests. So Diego and Jackson had kind of a unique kind of specialization.
I was told a lot of times this was going to be like a, I guess, kind of stressful class, but I think it's also enjoyable because of those like opportunities we have, and just whatever direction we want to go, we can just go with it.
For News Channel 13, I'm Tessa Bentulin.
And coming up at 5 o'clock, Tessa will tell